William Hill, the home of betting.
Well, the Investec Derby Festival gets underway on Friday. Two cracking classics in prospect. John Ivan Duke from Bookmakers William Hill joins me to assess the markets for both those big races. First of all, John, we'll look at the Investec Oaks on Friday. And Legatissimo, after winning the 1,000 guineas, has been right up there favourite for the Oaks. But you think she might not go off favourite come the day?
To be honest, I think Crystal Zvezda's odds on to go off favourite, simply because of her popularity. In terms of the liabilities that we've taken, Crystal Zvezda's been the one that the punters have come for. And in terms of big bets, we've taken a £5 bet on the 18th of May in a Kensington and Chelsea shop on Crystal Zvezda at 7-1. That's obviously going to affect the pricing, and as such we cut the price on Crystal Zvezda that day. And since then, just this week, we've taken a £5 bet in Rochdale on Crystal Zvezda as well at 4-1. That odds have obviously come in since then as a result of that bet, as well as the general money for Crystal Zvezda. She is the most popular horse. She is the worst result for William Hill.
And what about Jack Naylor? I mean, those who've been listening to the Racing Postcast will know some of my colleagues very keen on this horse, have been backed in from big prices. Has the money dried up for her now? Do you think she'll come in for more support?
I think she's probably just about found her price. I think as soon as she's touching into that each-way territory, anything less than 8-1, and you find that those each-way punters, they'll start drying up in those bets. And Jack Naylor has been very popular. I think everybody saw how well she ran in the Irish 1,000 Guineas. She was a staying on fourth. And she was hampered as well, so there's a lot to like about Jack Naylor, and I think she will be very, very popular, even on the day, even at the shorter odds, even for people betting on the day. She will come for money. But Crystal Zvezda, Legatissimo, they'll fight it out for the favouritism.
And really, is it just those three that you've seen support for? Anything at much bigger prices?
Nothing at massive prices that's really caught the eye, if I'm honest. Diamonds and Rubies has gradually been drifting out. There's not been the level of support that we might have expected for her.
And what about the Investec Derby? A pretty volatile market over the last few months.
Hugely volatile market. You know, you think back to a couple of months ago, and Aidan O'Brien must have been rubbing his hands with joy, with glee, thinking that he had the top four in the Derby betting. You look now, and you've got a couple of horses who certainly aren't without a chance in the likes of Giovanni Canaletto and Hans Holbein, but they're much bigger prices, and they're certainly not in the top four in the betting. And I think that's one of the key elements, is the trials. The disappointing runs of the likes of JFK and Old Man River, both of those were favourites at various points in the calendar. JFK was favourite throughout the winter. Old Man River took over when he disappointed in the Ballysacks, and of course he disappointed in the 2,000 Guineas. Since then, Jack Hobbs, Golden Horn, the Dante Stakes form, that's where it lies.
And Golden Horn, Frankie Dettori riding an unbeaten horse, favourite for the Derby. Can you see that one coming in for even more support on Saturday?
That's the key. Golden Horn will be very popular on the day. The likes of those twice-a-year punters, people who come in and they put their bet on the Grand National, they'll have a bet on the Derby as well. They're the two big races that people come in from outside of the punting sphere. And I think that, you know, you look at the likes of Frankie Dettori, he is very popular. He's a name that people know. He's probably one of the only jockeys that the man in your street can actually name. And the fact that he rides a favourite, he will be popular on the day.
Anything else you can see coming in for support in the Derby market?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty to like at longer odds. The likes of Success Days came in from 20-1 into 16-1. The money continues to roll in on Success Days. At longer odds, Storm the Stars has been popular, 33-1 earlier in the week. That continues to shorten up in price. So there are each-way angles in the race. It's been a very, very volatile market, and as such, there are going to be people who want to find something at a bigger price to take Golden Horn on with. From my perspective, I think if he stays the trip, he'll be very hard to beat.
I agree with you there. They say you should never take a tip from a bookie, but John, we're going to wrap up by getting two from you. Who wins the Oaks? Who wins the Derby?
I think Oaks, the bet for me is Jack Naylor each way, and I think for the Derby, the favourite takes all the beating.
Definitely with you on Golden Horn there. Do stay up to date with all the news from Epsom right here on racingpost.com.